Right. So what we're going to do, Barbara very kindly volunteered and was very excited to have this live healing session with me. And how we're going to do this is that I will have a first chat with Barbara to see exactly what is there she would like to work on today and see the intensity of these emotions. So what you would like to do there is for yourself, find one specific event which is connected to a money block or a limiting belief, or find a limiting belief that you can identify in yourself. And then as we tap along, as we do the EFT session, you follow up with the session. And then as we are checking in the live session, where we are at emotionally or intensity wise, energetically, you also check yourself and see if this has any change for you. Okay, right. So I'm going to put Barbara up because I'd like to see also Barbara on the screen as I talk to her. So, Barbara, first of all, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Let me just increase a little bit the sound here. Now, obviously, you wanted to have this session because there is something you would like to work on. Have you identified something which you'd be happy to share with us today?
Yes, I do believe that my money blocks come from very far back, not in another lifetime, but in this lifetime. When, traditionally, my mother stayed at home. My father was the only breadwinner, and he left us, after some kind of disturbance in the marriage, and in a very spectacular way. Almost like we thought he was going to kill us. He was enforcing a way into the flat and so on. We were really afraid of him. And from then on, we really had money problems. Well, we never starved, not like that. But from being middle class, we went to almost losing the flat and things like that.
Right. So when you're describing these things to me now, Barbara, what feelings do they come up?
It's always the feeling, and I have it until today. It's just all my life that I always have to struggle for money. That there's never enough for venturing out, for trying out myself, for really. I know I have a creative streak, and I want to try out things. I'm more adventurous than people might think, and the whole thing is connected to my sacrum and iliosacral joint problems, and this is the area for money and for being safe in this life.
Right. For the chakra blockages, one of the other two techniques would be more appropriate to work on that. But we'll be using the EFT today, the experience. So if you go back and describe that situation that your father has left. So when you say what are the feelings? Struggle for money, it's always have to struggle for money is a limiting belief, right? But what do you experience? What's the emotion?
The emotion was like being left alone from one moment to another. It felt like this, although there were marriage problems, but to us children, okay, I was not a children anymore, I was a teenager, but it felt like my father after that didn't know us anymore. It was really like such a cut from us, and we never had any problems, my father and I, and from then on I wasn't his daughter anymore. I think this all goes together. It's
so
like,
what do you feel right now saying this?
I feel desolation, being left alone.
Give me an emotion.
Fear.
Okay, from 0 to 10, again we are uh, counting the intensity of a specific emotion, so we are able to understand where we are at every time. So if it's zero is nothing, no fear, and 10 is the maximum fear you can experience, thinking about this situation and the emotion of fear, how strong is the fear?
7. 7.
7. And what's the thing which you're most afraid of? What's of all the things that you have mentioned? Is it the left alone? Is it the never enough? Is the struggle of money? What's the strongest? Fear of what?
I think it's really not having enough. Always the struggle, not having enough.
Okay, so having into your memory that event when you were a child and your father leaving you all alone in your family and experiencing that fear of not having enough, right? Being in that memory, in that feeling, if we can start tapping, starting with the karate choke point here, and just repeat after me. And everyone who is watching today can repeat after me, and you can have your own specific event or a limiting belief, and it works equally miraculously good for you as well. We call it borrowing benefits. So if you just like to follow with us and repeat after me, Barbara, even though
Even though
I'm experiencing this intense fear
I'm experiencing this intense fear
of not having enough,
of not having enough,
of being left alone and struggling for money,
of being left alone and struggling for money,
I fear I'm with no support.
what?
I fear that I am with no support.
I fear that I am with no support.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though
Even though
I'm so afraid
I'm so afraid
that money is never enough.
that money is never enough.
There's always shortage of money.
There's always
Shortage of money.
shortage of money.
Shortage means like there's very little money.
Just a year.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
And forgive myself for feeling this way all these years.
And forgive myself for feeling all this,
All these years.
all the years, yeah, all the years.
I'm so afraid. Stop over here. I'm so afraid.
I'm so afraid.
Money never seems to be enough.
Money never seems to be enough.
My father left me.
My father left me.
All alone.
All alone.
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
What will become of me?
What will become of me?
There is nobody to support me.
There's nobody to support me.
We always have to struggle for money.
We always have to struggle for money.
Because he left.
Because he left.
I need his support.
I need his support.
I need his support.
I need his support.
But he left me alone.
But he left me alone.
How could he do that?
How could he do that?
He hurt me deeply.
He hurt me deeply.
I'm so afraid.
I'm so afraid.
I can't make it without my father.
I can't make it without my father.
My father has left.
My father has left.
So I'm with no support.
I'm with no support.
I have to struggle for money.
I have to struggle for money.
Because my father has left me.
Because my father has left me.
So that means I can't do it on my own.
So that means I can't do it on my own.
I'm so afraid.
I'm so afraid.
But I don't want to be afraid anymore.
But I don't want to be afraid anymore.
Because money is not enough.
Because money is not enough.
It's not serving me anymore.
It's not serving me anymore.
I need support for money.
I need support for money.
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
I need my father to support me.
I need my father to support me.
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
I can manage by myself.
I can manage by myself.
I don't need any support.
I don't need any support.
I don't need my father.
I don't need my father.
Or anybody else.
Or anybody else.
Oh, yes, I do.
Oh, yes, I do.
I'm so afraid.
I'm so afraid.
Because back then, money was never enough.
Because back then, money was never enough.
We had to struggle for money.
We have to struggle for money.
So I have to continue that.
I have to continue that.
Because I had no support then.
Because I had no support then.
I have no support now.
I have no support now.
I'm afraid.
I'm afraid.
Money is not enough.
Money is not enough.
Never has been enough.
Never has been enough.
But I don't have to repeat this.
But I don't have to repeat this.
I have a choice.
I have a choice.
I release and let go.
I can release and let go.
I 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 release and let go.
Take a deep breath. What has come up now for you?
Some strange feeling just went through me.
Yeah, what is it?
I don't know, it's like a shiver. I know this when I try to connect to source.
Okay.
It's
So
a good feeling.
coming back to the story, your father has left you when you were young.
Yes.
He left you alone, and it was a very scary time. And from that time, your family, your mother, and your siblings experiencing financial difficulties.
Yes.
So, what's coming up now for you? How is the fear of not having enough?
But right now I feel different. I cannot really describe it, but I feel like something has fallen off me.
Okay, what is coming up now?
It's a warmth. It's some kind of as if I feel some security in myself that I haven't had for a long time.
Okay, so just to repeat the sentences. I'm afraid money is never enough.
I'm afraid money is never enough.
How true does this sound to you now?
Well, not so true anymore.
It was a 7. How is it now?
Maybe a 3 or a 4.
Okay, so about half down. So let's make one more round for you, Barbara, here.
Mm-hmm.
Again, karate chop point, and everybody continue. So you who is watching for us today, have you checked from 0 to 10? How was it originally, and what has changed for you now? The original statement, the intensity, has it gone down, or has it changed, or has it gone down and changed? So let's do another round, and let's bring it even more down, or even maybe to 0. Okay. Even though I'm so afraid that money is never enough, because till now it has never been enough.
Because till now it has never been enough.
It has been my reality till now.
It has been my reality until now.
I always had to experience struggle with money.
I always had to experience trouble with money.
Starting to when I was a young child, when my father left me.
starting to when I was a young child when father left us.
So even though that was a reality for me
So even though that was a reality for me
for a long time,
for a long time,
I can now say that maybe
I can now say that maybe
it is possible
it is possible
and I'm able
and I'm able
to finish this repetitive scenario from now on.
this repetitive scenario from now on.
And I completely love and accept myself.
And completely love and accept myself.
And it's okay that I spent all these years struggling with money.
And it's okay that I spent all these years struggling with money.
Because now I choose to stop.
Because now I choose to stop.
But I'm so afraid.
But I'm so afraid.
Because my experience has been that money is a struggle.
Because my experience has been that money is a struggle.
I have literally been brought up.
I have literally been brought up
with struggling for money.
With struggling for money.
That's the reality I was being brought up.
That was reality I was being brought up.
I don't know another reality.
I don't know another reality.
I don't know how it is to have money.
I don't know how it is to have money.
Maybe I'm scared now to have money.
Maybe I'm scared now to have money.
Because it's a territory I don't know.
Because it's a territory I don't know.
I'm used to not knowing how to have money.
I'm used to not knowing how to have money.
I know how it feels.
I know how it feels.
I know how it works.
I know how it works.
I know the repetitive scenarios.
I know the repetitive scenarios.
So in many ways, I'm comfortable and safe there.
So in many ways, I'm comfortably and safe there.
But I really don't want to be there anymore.
But I really don't want to be there anymore.
I'm really tired of this game.
I'm really tired of this game.
Okay, I think I've learned my lesson of how it is not to have money.
Okay, I think I've learned my lesson how it is to not have money.
Thank you, Dad, for leaving us and teaching me how it is, how not to have money.
Thank you, God, for teaching me how it is to not have money.
Oh, no, thank you, Dad. Thank you, Dad, for leaving me.
Thank you, Dad, for leaving me.
Oh, you showed me how it is to be alone.
You showed me how it is to be alone.
Okay, that was a very painful experience.
And though it was a very painful experience.
Sorry, I lost it. But thank you.
Thank you.
Because I've learned some valuable lessons.
Because I learned some valuable lessons.
And you have been just instrumental to do that.
And you have been just instrumental to do that.
So I forgive you and send you good wishes wherever you are.
I forgive you and send you good wishes wherever you are.
I'm sure you didn't mean well. I'm sure you didn't mean bad.
I'm sure you didn't mean bad.
Or maybe you did.
Or maybe you did.
But it doesn't matter.
But it doesn't matter.
Because now I'm ready to let go.
Because now I'm ready to let go.
I'm ready to let go of that pain.
I'm ready to let go of that pain.
All that fear.
All that fear.
All this insecurity.
All the insecurities.
The repetitive money lack situations.
The repetitive money lack situation.
I release and let go.
I release and let go.
I don't want it anymore.
I don't want it anymore.
No matter how comfortable it is.
No matter how comfortable it is.
I'm ready to adventure out.
I'm ready to go and venture out.
I'm ready to adventure towards a more abundant life.
I'm ready to adventure to a more abundant life.
Because this other scenario really has tired me.
This scenario really has tired me.
Yeah, I'm bored of it.
What?
I'm bored of it.
I'm bored of it.
So I release and let it go.
I release and let it go.
I 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 now choose abundance.
I now choose abundance.
That's my new normal.
That's my
New normal.
new normal.
I allow money in my life.
I allow money in my life.
It's my new normal.
It's my new normal.
Money flows to me.
Money flows to me.
I'm comfortable with money.
I'm comfortable with money.
I'm comfortable with money.
I'm comfortable with money.
I attract money
I attract money.
in abundance
I'm in abundance
and security
and security
and companionship
and companionship
and good relationships
and good relationships
and a lot of love.
and a lot of love.
Love and money in my way.
Love and money in my way.
I choose love, money, abundance in my way.
I'll choose love, money, and abundance in my way.
Take a deep breath. Okay, so say again, I'm afraid that money is never going to be enough.
I'm afraid that money is never gonna be enough.
What's the emotion now? What's the intensity of that fear?
I would say it's gone.
Yay! So we are back in zero? Excellent, excellent. So how long have we been working about? Maybe 20 minutes with that? So basically, that shows how with a little bit of help, I know EFT can be done by ourselves, but sometimes in deep things it's a little bit more difficult. So it's always good to work with a practitioner if we want to get more deep and lasting results. And here we have seen in such a short time, we worked on a specific memory and a specific limiting belief. And what do you feel right now?
I feel like a little more adventurous than usual.
Okay.
Yeah.
More free?
Yeah.
Great. Great. So I want to ask now everyone, how was it for you? Have you experienced the intensity going down? Has it worked for you and in what way? So EFT is a very powerful, very effective, and very fast technique in eliminating your money blocks. And I use it a lot in my coaching programs, which my clients enjoy and find great benefit from. And if I go back, let me just say thank you to Barbara, and I'm gonna mute you again, Barbara. Mute your camera, and I'll return to my screen share.
Thank you.
And I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for letting me do this with you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.